You recap, I know I have some people to recap to refresh your memory as to who they are. No, I'm going to tell you them, dear.
No, but you still said I was going to recap, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't have my proper book.
Yes.
But yeah, continue.
To remind you, you are currently on board the ship with Elias. I was about to say something else then, but with Elias. I nearly said the lovely Elias, but I'm changing my mind on that one.
Okay. Right. Fair.
It's lovely.
We also have the indomitable Captain Whiteheart.
Which I keep calling Jasper.
Did not call him his brother's name, no. You also have the surgeon, Elwyn Greenleaf. We also have Zara Swiftwing, the lookout. We also have Master Gunner Garrick Ironscale. We have Quartermaster Liara Swiftsong, First Mate Silria, Bosun Grum, Navigator Kalara, Rigger Bran, and of course One-Eyed Pegleg Bill. It's also worth knowing, and you'll be informed of this soon, that as you come aboard, the captain would have informed you that he did hire some deckhands in port. It's quite a normal practice to hire other people in port other than your crew.
Cannon fodder.
Exactly. So we have deckhand Ilana Okrist, deckhand Elaine Mikram, and deckhand Wilhelmina Judist.
She's pretty.
Really hot. No,
She's just pretty.
And you're all aboard the Silver Tempest.
Yes. Now recite all the name, Aina.
You want me to?
No.
Okay.
Next time, let's have some homework.
You know, there is a thing called the journal.
No, you're not allowed
Which
to
I
look at
actually
it.
use frequently, I just don't know how to navigate it. But now I know that chapter 3 is on the bottom. I wish I could... Oh, I can close chapter 2 and 1. Hold on, that makes everything a lot easier. I can close. Okay. Last session.
Last session.
Last session. Sir! Sorry.
We had our lovely friend Auden with us, who resumed his...
Lovely's a bit far, love, but...
who resumed his character, Captain Mayflower, which was the last card on the table that Elias and Trix were...
Excuse me, I was trying to avoid it with my life.
I mean, yeah, Trix was kind of flipping the cards. Elias was avoiding them at all costs.
He did come to...
Oh no.
to essentially say goodbye, although he did have... or he could stay longer, though, so he stayed for quite a while and an adventure alongside Elias and Trix. But they did have a lovely conversation. Trix introduced Mayflower to Elias against Elias's will. He was being held. Almost at gunpoint.
Yeah, what was the gunpoint at this point? Yes. 1 point for you, at least.
He gave Trix lovely regards from the crew. We also learned that Mayflower is an artificer.
Yeah, no.
So he tinkered her hat so that it constantly can ding Elias's location. So Trix will know where he is at all times.
You're not keeping that hat.
I'm probably going to lose the hat.
Yes.
Very, very, very soon. Elias's first act of the game. No hat!
Just
He went on to join Trix and Elias on their quest to retrieve the book again. You know, soon, Chad.
You sounded annoyed by that, I.
Well, I keep finding him all over again, all of the time. It's like he tries to elude me, and I keep finding him again.
He's not eluding you, it just happens that way.
How is that eluding? You threw him in the ocean.
I mean, Lars has a point, you literally threw him in the ocean.
That's not eluding.
No, Trix is deluding.
Mayflower having a plan to be distracting the guards and helping Trix and Elias in a calm, adult fashion was not prepared for the chaos that has consumed Trix and Elias. So hence I have just written chaos because so much happened last session. I could not keep track with my notes. But we did eventually go to the estate, where there was there was a sect of assassins following and chasing it. And Trix went into this house where the book was, and now I'm talking from memory, so please excuse me if I'm a bit wonky in the details now.
Don't excuse her.
She met a lady. Is that the lady in white I have written down? Inside the house, there was this woman.
There was this woman.
Yeah, the white lady in white.
She's not in white; she's a white mask. But yeah, that's my always having issues.
Okay, the white, yeah.
White like, hang on, what white lady is she talking about? Is this a racist thing?
She essentially wanted Trix to hand over the book, whereas Trix did not. So whilst Mayflower and Elias stood outside,
murdering.
Murderizing waves upon waves upon waves of assassins,
which they do not get extra XP for. I was already tried.
I was power leveling.
No, you aren't.
It was an XP farm.
No, it was not.
XP farms. Legalize XP farms.
Is this now your new thing to legalize XP farms? Is that what we're going with?
Yes.
Hey, we did. I remember Lars and me discussing whether, in fact, we should revive Beelzebub just to kill him again.
Yeah, I know. I remember this very fervently.
But yes, Trix did not want to hand over the book, and she just slithered her way out of that fucking door and yelled to Mayflower and Elias to fucking run. And run they did. And we took a tearful goodbye with Mayflower, and
it was not a single tear in Elias's eye. Not a single one.
Off they were gonna go to the new adventure.
Sorry.
I would like to clear that our guest was trying to be the voice of reason, but he couldn't.
Yeah, he was trying to be the voice of reason. Everyone ignored him.
There is no reasoning with children.
If I work with children or animals, I mean, he clearly didn't know that. I mean, neither do I, but there we go. Yes. Yeah, Mayflower left on his submarine. Strangely.
He did. And we were not stranded. We were on back to a White Hat's ship.
And took a long rest.
And took a long rest, yes.
In the dead of night.
Which I made more adhesive web grenades.
I mean,
Did
you sound salty about that.
I mean, the pedophiles should be salty about that.
Rix will be salty if the pedophiles get hold of her.
Oh no. Oh no.
So we are going to start a new adventure.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of chaos.
This chapter is called, Ina, because I know you like to write them down, On Stranger Tides.
I know. It says so in the journal. And on the OneNote.
Chapter 3.1 is called They Must Not Know.
What we must not know.
What they must not know.
That was some form of English.
Sure? I doubt myself sometimes. Was that not English?
No, it's some form of English. Just not proper.
They must not know. It's fine.
No, the thing I said.
Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. It's fine. I'm helping you here. I'm saving you. I'm throwing you a life raft because, unlike Trix, you can swim.
Yes, which means I don't need the raft.
I still think it's very fun that it's just been canonical from Jolt and I both said that Trix can't swim, that she never ever learns to swim.
At this point, she doesn't need to swim.
Yeah, no, she has water breathing now, so I'm fine.
You still need to swim with water breathing, dear.
Yeah, but I won't drown.
I'd like to say this. You just couldn't breathe. You can't move.
Yeah, like she won't drown, so that helps a lot if she falls in water.
Trix just walks along the ocean floor instead of swimming.
She's like NASA. She just walks along the ocean. Well, exactly. She walks along the sea floor completely fine. Thousands of leagues beneath the sea, while everyone swims above her.
Encountering a kraken, making friends.
With the angler fish.
I like to state that she doesn't get water breathing until sometime in Jolt, because that is what I added as I don't know, but something in Trix's current Trix's character sheet.
I know.
So Trix
I have a question for Trix, though.
The...
I have a question for older Trix. Did she ever have a friend that was a crab? Under the sea?
No, Matrix did.
Magnar's a magnificent and his parrot, Bertie.
Yes.
He's still on the ship in Spelljammer. Magnar is still on the ship.
Oh, didn't he go with Trix?
He did go with Trix, didn't he? He went with Trix.
Yeah.
Magnar's still alive.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's still on Matrix's shoulder somewhere in the August network.
Somewhere. But yes, you have gone to sleep. I struggle to phrase this in another way, so I apologise for the indelicate way of phrasing this. Are there any nocturnal activities I should be aware of?
No.
No. The children, they're tired.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm making my
looks disappointed.
That's about it. You don't get to be disappointed yet.
But knowing that Trix is now in possession of the Syrian Shad.
Can I add it into my inventory?
Yes.
Because I have made the Syrian Shad a thing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Because you were told to never let it out of your sight and get it away from Luscombe.
Yes.
Do you remember where you were told to go?
Oh, yes! I have that written down.
You missed that from the recap.
I did. No, that is from last session.
No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is actually.
It is.
Technically, yes.
It is.
It is, because we started last session with meeting Mayflower.
I know. Would you like a character reveal?
Dum,
I am going to learn who Mayflower is.
No.
Oh, okay. Then I want a character reveal.
But you do carry a picture of your grandparents.
Wait, I do?
I do. No, I do. Because that is what I was gonna say. She has been told to go to Baldur's Gate and find her grandparents.
You have. So I thought a reference photo would be rather appropriate this time.
Amazing.
Are you going to share this with Elias?
Yet.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like a good timing to just barge into his room and just say, "Here's my grandparents."
You saying that Trix has an awareness of these things? Because this is a new development in her character, which she seems to have forgotten in Jolt as well. So I don't know where this came from.
If you disturb me while I'm making bombs, you might get accidentally web grenaded.
Every night there is a banging and a fizzing and a strange ruckus in Elias's room.
Trix would
strange noises.
I do think Trix would know what he's up to, though, because she has slept at Vagan's underground thing and probably heard Sirius making bombs.
Probably, actually, yeah.
Yes.
And he has met Sirius, so yeah. Guess who taught him to make bombs?
Sirius.
He teaches everyone to make bombs. It's normal. But who taught Sirius?
We have the same senpai.
Right.
No.
This is your grandmother.
I'm not allowed to look.
You are
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
This
You can look.
This is grandmother Zariel. And this is grandfather Telmont. Who Trix has not seen since she was born.
Which means do not remember.
She has no. She does not remember what they look like. She's probably seen pictures of them in her family estate.
Which
so,
goes to the
like,
pictures she saw.
Yeah, like I imagine these two pictures are like paintings in Trix's mansion.
Yeah.
In
Trix's mansion, there's like a corridor of all her family members throughout the ages.
Yeah.
It goes back way too far.
Yeah, we're a huge family line. I have learned that much. My family actually dates all the way back to when Matrix was made.
Yes, does indeed.
It's a fucking long time ago.
Azimuth.
Alistair?
Alistair Azimuth is her great grandfather, or somewhere. Is a great grand ancestor somewhere along the lines. I've yet to go back and write Trix's entire family tree. I'm going to be honest; it would be way too far back and complicated. I mean, no, I don't really need to write many of Elias's family because he's an orphan, so it's quite straightforward.
I mean, apparently I have a father.
Yeah,
that was more than I thought I would have.
Your mother's dead. You have a father. So yes, that is where Trix has been told to go because they will keep her safe. Supposedly, although they haven't really had an interest in your life. I'm telling you this because it's up to you how Trix wishes to view her estranged grandparents.
What would she know previously of her grandparents? Like some knowledge from family or other information?
Her grandmother and her grandfather are very powerful arcanists, and they are filthy rich.
Like that's not new. She would have assumed that, considering her own family.
Yes. No, they are richer than your family are. And they hold a lot of political sway, you've been told. They're very important people.
Okay.
Are they pedophiles?
He's never met them, apart from when she was born, so she doesn't know.
Your grandparents might burn in the wrath of Elias.
Oh, and they live in Baldur's Gate, of course, as far as you know.
The entire Baldur's Gate may burn in the wrath of Elias.
Wouldn't be the first time
we are not gonna
been on fire.
We are not gonna set fire to Baldur's Gate.
You are not the voice of reason here. I am.
Well, considering that like she has now left Luskan, and like I'm thinking about the night that she's having now. She's left Luskan.
By the way, sorry, these are your paternal grandparents, so they're your father's parents. Sorry.
Yes.
Carry on.
Like she's like in an end of an era. Like she kind of had that when she left Mayflower, and she went on the adventure and then met Elias and all of that. Like this is the proper end of that journey from like she left Thay.
As the boat begins to sail off into the sunset, kind of thing.
Yeah, because like now Trix is kinda she's still under someone's responsibility. However, she is left more to herself rather than Vegan, who's like teaching her things and all of the Mayflower and all of like the crew there. Like the child is now finished, and she has actually now began the journey to like, okay, I actually have to like start growing up and do shit. So I think she will have. I think she will have a restless sleep, is what I'm saying here, because she's probably having a lot of on her mind.
Okay. You do have a restless sleep, but in the middle of your restless sleep, you will see the image of. I don't think this one freaks you out as a person, but if it does, tell me. I think you're okay with this one. You will see the image of a clouded, foggy wood with you running through it. There seems to be eyes chasing you through the fog, but you don't know what they are. You get the sensation that if you stop, you will be consumed by it.
She will be having a very restless sleep.
As this does so, a woman with raven hair and almost feathered features will beckon you towards her and try and help you escape the eyes in the fog.
Does she look friendly?
She looks friendlier than the eyes in the fog.
She will go to that friendlier than the eyes in the fog person.
As you run up to the individual, will you grab her hand? She has offered.
If she has extended her hand, then yes.
She has.
Yeah, then she will.
As she does so, the woman will become a bird of dark fire and begin to take Trix away from the eyes beneath, baying for her blood.
Is she looking like a bird now?
Yes.
Like she transformed into a bird?
Yes. That is where the dream will end.
Do you think Trix is adept with like drawing? Or
that's
not adept, but like
that's not my decision, that's yours. We never really discussed that, so it's actually your choice.
I don't think she will be like an artsy person. But I would like to draw a picture of this bird to the best of Trix's abilities.
Okay.
Like it doesn't have to be like detail oriented, but like the wing to body ratio and like the proportions, and trying to have them correctly, and like just when she wakes up she'll like have a moment to herself, and she's like, before she forgets the dream and or the dream become more foggy, she wants to like draw a picture of this bird.
Oh, okay. Would you like to see the picture that Trix draws?
Yes. It's probably better than the actual drawing, but because it is a child's drawing.
Yeah, it's better than the actual drawing. Sorry, I can't actually
Yeah, no, I will just imagine, but it's nice to see a picture because then I know what she would have saw in the dream. Of course, I knew it.
Even I knew that.
Yeah. I had a fleeting suspicion.
Elias, do you sleep well, or are you troubled in your We never really discussed Elias's dream state as such. Is he a troubled sleeper? Does he busy himself so he sleeps very little?
I mean,
Is he a good sleeper?
I'm making bombs every night.
For how long? Are you getting your 8 hours, or are we going past that point to not sleep deprivation but sleep production?
I would say between 8 to 6 hours. Elias is a sound sleeper because he grew up in a fucking whorehouse, so he
Yeah, that's
did
true.
have to sleep when there was a lot of noises.
So very little
So
rouses him at this point.
yes. So he is a good sleeper, but I think since this is the first time he's at sea, the swaying might be a little uncomfortable for him.
Okay, I didn't know if the swaying would be a comfort or a discomfort because people go either way on that one.
It's a bit of a discomfort for now because he's never really been on proper sea before.
Well, neither has tricks, it's worth knowing, so neither of you have a particularly good night at this point. You know it's carrying on, and you're soft and sound in your bed, and no one disturbs you at all. But the swaying of the ship itself and Trix's nightmares make for a difficult night to sleep.
Just he like Trix is having sleep terrors, so he's constantly yelling.
Yeah, is Trix a yeller in her sleep with nightmares? Because you haven't really required the need to hold yourself back because it was a privilege. So if you were screaming in the night, then you would be screaming in the night.
I think if she has a nightmare, I don't know. It's a good question. Because I assume like if like I don't think she would have had many nightmares previously. Because like she hasn't had anything to
No,
worry
but
about.
the only nightmare that you have from living memory is the darkest night.
Yeah.
It sounds really bad.
Was quite bad, gonna be honest.
Yeah, but like
I
I
am very
also
proud of the
know
session.
that from like the Nightmare in Chult that Trix is not particularly fan of nightmares.
Why I'm asking you
She
the question.
she handled but I'm like trying to reason with
Yeah, I know
myself
you are.
so it helps like talking. But like I know she handled the nightmare pretty badly.
She did.
Even though she did crit and she got out, probably the fastest of
Yeah,
everyone.
she was the fastest.
But she still handles them pretty badly. So I think she would be not probably a screamer, but like she would be making noises, yes, like
Tossing, turning, and
agitate,
bumbling kind of thing.
yeah, tossing, turning, and like agitated noises, like say like yelling no, for example, like no, 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 leave me alone, like shit like that. I imagined.
Yeah. Nothing that's really going to rouse anyone else, though, as such.
Hmm.
Elias sleeps fairly well, we've decided, apart from the
Yeah.
swaying and all of the slight difficulty. By the time you get to sleep, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
Getting to sleep with these. Although the ship itself seems rather smooth in comparison to other vessels you could imagine. Obviously, you haven't been on board a large vessel before, so you have no point of comparison.
No, I don't. I assume this is an ordinary ship, which it's not.
Yeah, no, not particularly. Every now and again, you do hear the mutterings of an individual outside the door, but once you're asleep, nothing really seems to bother you. This end of the vessel seems oddly quiet. You've never really thought who else occupies this end of the vessel, but apart from the captain. But there is an extra bedchamber.
Have we seen anyone go into that room?
No, you never see
Yeah,
anyone in or come out.
ghost. Isn't this the person that got thrown into the sea?
No.
Didn't the captain say? Or was that the one that sleeps? That Trix sleeps with?
That's the one where Trix sleeps.
Okay.
A thought which has not occurred to Trix at this point.
Elias will know better than to question the captain about it, so.
So the night, apart from the events which I've described to you, passes quite uneventfully. And in the morning, we've decided that both of you are quite early risers for one reason or another.
Reason is murder.
Elias's reason is to stay alive. Trix's habit.
Yeah, she got woken up early. Her mother couldn't stand children who slept all day. So
Yeah.
Nanny Vexum came to wake her as the sun stood up.
Good old Nanny Vexum.
Yes.
I mean, it's not perhaps the word we should be used for Nanny Vexum, but
Wait, does this mean that Trix is an A person, not a B person? You know, you have the A and B
Currently.
term?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's well known. We keep talking
Yeah.
about Nanny Vexum, but Lars has never seen her. This is Nanny Vexum.
It's my nanny. It's my nanny.
Oh. Her nanny was a tiefling.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my god. That's a
Escape the
lot
herd.
of jewelry that I could steal and sell.
Maybe you can't find that.
She's held in high regards in Trix's family
That means
society gang, even though she's a thief.
expensive as well.
Yeah,
She's being paid good.
she's been paid very well.
Oh, I see.
So yes, Trix, you awake to find someone sitting at your bedside. Why are you stealthing?
I don't want to be seen by Trix as I walk out.
Oh, you're just trying to avoid the sight of Trix. As you walk past, a foot stops in front of you.
A foot, just a single foot.
No,
How tall is this foot?
the door opens and a foot steps out of it, stopping you from going past.
I jump back
The
and
foot.
into my room again.
Oh, you're just not going to look who it is. You just jump back.
Yes,
I mean, okay.
this seems like a Trix problem.
Why is there a ghost in your closet?
What?
There's a ghost in Alex's closet.
No, there's not.
There is.
No, there's not.
There it is.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
It looks like the Cheshire Cat smile.
No, it's my projector light. I've got little stars everywhere.
Oh,
My
was
dog
like, what
goes
the fuck is
behind you. Don't be alarmed.
It's not Mildred. It's fine.
Don't be alarmed.
I'm not alarmed. There's no ghosts in this house that don't belong to me. Bound in servitude. Yes, Trix, as you sort of waken from your slumber, your fuzzy eyes will notice a figure sitting by your bed.
Trix will
Perched gracefully.
scramble. Yeah, but like, considering the dream she just had, she
The
will like
rake.
scramble her legs and like get up against the wall with her covers over and like stare at the person as she realizes there's someone in her room.
He will
Hooray.
he will flip his hair calmly. Oh, at last, you're awake. Delighted. As Captain Whiteheart sits beside you.
Okay.
I assume this person has moved now.
Yes, you see a set of heels walking down the steps.
Why is my immediate thought steal the heels?
Because you're in Elias's mindset. That's why.
Heels!
Why heels?
I'm not gonna steal the entire shoe. I'm
Right,
just
so
gonna
now
steal the high heels.
So now Elias is a gay drag queen at this point. This is where we're going.
I mean, potentially.
At this point, potentially, yes, this is Elias's fate. A gay drag queen hairdresser.
Or a murderous pyromania.
Who's also a gay drag queen hairdresser.
Yeah.
He's gonna realize he's gay the moment Trix rapes him.
Yeah.
That's what turns Elias.
Oh,
It's
God.
what sounds Elias.
This is why Trix is always so predatory of men. The first man she tried to sleep with turned gay.
I have gotten a suicide gun, so I might use that after the rape.
Hey, you can't. He's alive and jolts.
We don't know that yet.
I have told you he is. It's canon. Elias is alive.
Yeah. Not if I kill him.
No, I have already stated it in
Yes.
canon. Elias is alive.
Then
You
you
are
have
not
to
allowed
make
to.
me a warlock of the undead pack.
Oh yeah, you can make a pact with Malik.
Good. But totally not
He can.
vampire.
Definitely not vampire. Yes.
Definitely not vampire.
Yeah,
they're
but
definitely-
definitely not vampire.
The not vampire. You can make a pact with the not vampire.
So it's either not vampire or vegan, which means I get to be an archfey.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which one do you want? Back to the Undying or Archfey?
I mean, I like both of them.
You had some thinking time to decide on that, so it's fine.
This is if Elias decides to kill himself.
If I kill myself,
But this is
Malik
now,
is
this is
just
now an
gonna
option.
show up.
Yeah, Malik would just appear. Hello, my dear.
You don't get to do that, and I'm gonna.
I get to play yet another charismatic vampire. Great, fine with that.
Malik is going to forcefully force the contract upon Elias if he dies, so that he can't ever die again.
I'm gonna get.
Just as a thank you to Trix.
So that's the worst
Yeah.
night of Elias's life. He gets raped and then he becomes immortal.
Yeah,
Great.
You can't ever die again.
it seems oddly appropriate. Then Elias spends half of his life trying to kill himself, realizing it's pointless, and then becomes a gay drag queen hairdresser. Perfect.
You do know, Lars. At some point, you and me have to agree upon if Trix and Elias parted on good terms or bad terms.
Probably.
Blue, probably blue. What's blue terms? I mean, that sounds racy.
That
I
seems
like
like
blue
one
terms.
was left on the edge and the other got off.
Yeah.
But yes, I
yes.
see high heels.
I don't know what Elias's first thought is steal the heels. Seriously.
No, I'm not gonna steal the heels.
No, but that was your first fault. I don't care. It's now canon, and that was your first fault.
I mean, my intrusive thoughts.
Let the intrusive
Never
thoughts win. Let them in. Open the door, Lars. Let the
No,
knocking end.
I don't want to let them win.
Open the door, Lars.
The door is always open, but I don't let them win.
Let them win. Listen to them. Let their voices echo through your mind. You know they're right. I play devil
No,
too well.
Does
I play-
that mean any harm?
I play devils way too well.
What's best for you?
What could possibly go wrong? Your mother never helped you. Your father never helped you. Let us be your guide.
I mean, that's cutting it a little close to life.
I was thinking the same. Wait, this is getting personal.
Didn't mean for it to get personal, but hey, kind of glad it did. Yes,
Mhm.
Trix, you will find Captain Mayflower sitting at your bedside.
No,
No,
I will
Captain
find Captain
Whiteheart. Sorry,
Whiteheart.
wrong Captain. They're both so dashing, it's impossible to tell.
Oh fuck! I have to find a voice again.
A groggy,
Oh,
tired voice.
oh, Captain, it's you. You scared me.
Me to scare you? How about this? I'll tap you on the shoulder next time I wake you.
Oh, please don't. Nanny Vexum used to do that very forcefully.
Who is this Nanny
And
Vexer
it was,
you keep uttering about?
oh, she's my nanny. Or
It's just a
was.
vaccine.
She's a... I'm
She's a thiefling, if it helps.
I'm unaware of this person, but never
Oh,
mind.
your brother know. Your brother knows her. They're on good
He will
terms.
look at you very kindly. You do know me and my brother are not the same person, yes?
Yeah, but your brother likes her, so I assume you maybe like her as well. She's strict, but she's good of heart.
My brother keeps very strange company.
Well, yeah, he 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 had me as a friend,
No
obviously.
offense. No offense, of course. Mother always did prefer him,
No,
after all.
no offense taken. I'm so sorry, Captain, for my reaction. I had this bad dream, and yeah,
You must tell
I'm a
me
bit
about it
anxious.
sometime.
One day I will, and like she will fiddle with the paper,
I'm always willing to
but like,
listen.
she will like fiddle with the paper, but she won't tell anything about the drawing
He will puff a
that
pipe
she's
with purple
like
smoke.
making.
Of course. Well, we have an issue. I'm afraid I've had to
Oh,
bring aboard some... how do I put this politely? Individuals to make up some numbers on the crew. Usually we're fine with this, but this is a long voyage. But how do I put this delicately?
are they going to die?
No, 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 no.
Are we gonna use them as bargain chips if we get boarded by other pirates?
Heavens, what is in your mind, child? No, absolutely. I mean, it's a... No, no! You see him pause for a moment and consider it before he says
Well,
anything else.
currently this bird is on my mind, and she's like continuing to draw the bird as he speaks,
He will
like
add he will
just
add a few
looking up.
extra he will add a few extra feathers to it.
Nice touch. It fits with. Never mind. And she
Why?
continues to draw and listen.
Why are you talking like old Drake?
Because it's easier, but I've tried to do it an octave higher. But like, I fall more naturally into old tricks.
Now, I'm sure you've been among Vegan and others. You're aware of how should we put this?
Thieves and beggars.
Where did that voice come from? I mean, it's speaking the right thing, but I mean, Captain Mayflower is not there. He's there. I was referring more to the individuals who like to, shall we say, interfere with small girls.
Pedophiles?
Oh, well, yes. I don't know these new intakes, so I think it's best you
Did I hear that? Did I hear the words?
you get advantage on hearing the word pedophile. You really get advantage on that one.
And let's roll again. Did I hear the
No.
word with it on the first scene?
You heard the word pedo, and that's as far as you got.
For now, I'm cleaning the decks.
But now you're cleaning the decks. Okay. Well, perhaps it would be more appropriate to, and this is not to judge any gender or anything, but for safety, appear as a boy.
Well, Elias is kind of, and she like, oh, she doesn't have her hat on while she's sleeping. Well, Elias kind of already, have my hair short, and I've been training to use another voice. for disguise, because I'm easily recognizable as a person, not because I'm a girl. Do I need to pack my shorts so it looks like,
Like heavens, no! You're a young child. Where did you get this
Oh,
idea from?
okay. Well,
Has the boy been informing you of things? I
no,
mean, I
but
think I need to have a discussion with him.
no, but like the pedophile, he was behind me and he had something.
Excuse me, the pedophile was behind you.
Yeah, the one that we burned.
Sorry? You
Oh,
burned.
didn't we tell you? Me and Elias burned the pedophile.
You will pause. Yeah, you can have advantage again, Lars. She said the word pedophile 3 times and burned. Ooh. Yeah, you actually absolutely heard the word burnt pedophile.
I will run downstairs. What? You would what?
You look into the room to
Oh,
see Captain Whiteheart's eyes wide open in you don't know if it's horror or pride at this point. It's very
I'm
difficult to
running
report.
in with what looks like a Molotov cocktail.
No! Fireball my vessel!
Oh, Captain.
Must
Hello.
must remember this one. That word seems to bring him running.
Mm, because
This is actually quite helpful.
she can't, she can't take care of herself. That's why.
Oh,
She's easy to take advantage of.
that's what we've been discussing. Now he will look you up and down. Do you pack your shorts?
Are you asking
Trixel
me?
looked down to his private area. Well, it doesn't seem like he does. So maybe I don't need to pack my shorts.
I mean, and Elias will produce one of his web grenades from his shots. I mean, kind of.
Well, I wasn't talking about packing shorts with grenades, Elias. I was talking about your. And she points directly to your crotch
Your boy bits.
without saying the word. Without saying the
I'm,
word because she's a bit ashamed to say it.
I'm 8 years old.
Well, I don't
Well, the
know
girl
how.
keeps asking if she needs to pack her shorts. From my knowledge, you're the only one who could potentially have given her that thought. Are you hiding something down there that the pedophiles are after?
I
Well,
mean,
that depends on the pedophile, doesn't it, Captain?
Indeed, it does. He finds himself blushing at this strange conversation he's having with an 8 and a 9-year-old about pedophiles. You're making a Faye blush. It's like an
I
accomplishment.
mean,
I think
the,
Elias is blushing as
I
well
think
by this
Elias is.
point.
Yeah.
and I will just rub, like do this to my forearm, to my head, just scratch it, and I was still having the web grenade in my hand, just pointing it away as I scratch. Uh, if there's no mention of, well, no risk of pedophiles at the moment, may I be excused to keep swiping the deck?
He will say yes, but a moment.
Mm,
A word outside.
yeah, okay.
Captain Whiteheart will step outside and close the door behind him.
I don't think Trix will care. She will continue the drawing before she forgets the bird to finish up the drawing.
He will lean down to Elias. Now,
But she will try to pry through the wooden because she's leaned up against the same wall that goes directly outside. So she'll try to listen in.
your perception with disadvantage, because you're obviously actively doing something else. Yeah, not really. You're okay, nothing but mumbling, particularly. The captain will boom down to Elias' level. Now, between you and me, keep an eye on the new crew members.
Yes,
They won't
sir.
suspect a child, and your girlfriend, friend, whatever we're calling it, will be
Burden.
bur- burden. Okay, fine, burden it shall be. Will be dressed as a boy for the part of the voyage, for her own
Yes,
safety.
sir.
As you
I
said, she
have
needs protecting.
fair clothes.
Oh, I have already made those arrangements, and he'll point to a satchel that he's holding.
Nice.
Now
Okay.
go run along and get some breakfast.
Mm, I, sir. Also, do we need to start talk more like pirates, or is that just a myth?
That would be rather fun. Yes, why not? Keep up the pretense at least.
Aye, sir.
Aye, lad. And he'll look at you with a grin on his face.
Mm,
Paul stepping back into Trix's room. Now, hello, he'll point up for you drawing. Back to the subject
Nah,
of you appearing as a boy.
yeah.
Well, take these, and
Um,
he'll hand you a bag, a burlap sack,
she will
love
take
recycling.
she will take the sack and she'll like open it and like peer in to see what's in it.
Inside is just like a I'm gonna leave this open to your interpretation on this because you just couldn't find the picture. Will just be just a boys like cabin boys outfit
Okay. Neat.
and some hair gel.
Oh, oh, am I styling my own hair? And she looks very insecure because she's used to just having wild red,
Well,
beautiful curls all of the time.
maybe you could ask your little friend about that one. I've not been a boy for some time.
You
Well,
know,
not at that age.
he did cut my hair rather nicely. He might give me some pointers.
Let me discuss it with him after some breakfast. The hat'll help with the outfit for now.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that. And she like she's finished with the drawing. She puts it. I assume she like has some sort of like a cupboard or
Yeah,
a
like a trunk. She
dresser
got
or
like a
something.
trunk.
Yeah. So she will like jump off the bed and she will like put her drawing in there and uh, she will she's about to start getting undressed when she like stops and looks up at the captain. Um, you
Uh,
mind giving me a moment before we go to eat?
Absolutely. I was just leaving. I'll see you downstairs. Seems appropriate the rest of the crew have breakfast together today, don't you think?
Aye, Captain.
It's good luck, at least. Aye, cabin boy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Captain. What should I call myself?
Be
I need a name.
You do, but be inventive. I'll leave that one to you as long as you can carry it off at least.
Oh, okay. I'll try. Okay. And she'll like as the captain leaves, she will start getting dressed. She will like try. She will like as she finishes getting dressed, she'll like open up the hair gel to like look at it, maybe touch it a bit, roll it between her
It's
fingers to
weird
see.
and viscous and strange, but it could be worse.
Yeah. I need to ask Elias about this. Hopefully, he will be more helpful with this than other things. Yeah, and she will then find her hat and
The captain,
leave her room to go.
the captain will happily leave your quarters knowing you're going to get dressed.
Yeah.
So at this point, that Elias and everyone else, you'll notice commotion around the ship as everyone seems to sort of arrange themselves and kind of gather around more than anything else.
Hmm.
Elias, you will openly notice that everyone seems to be finding their way to the main deck, as it were.
Hmm. Mm, I shall follow up to the main deck,
As,
having grabbed whatever breakfast I could find.
as you go down, Copperpot will hand you a plate and Take it upstairs, lad. It'd be helpful. Nice to have a hand
Aye,
around here.
aye, sir.
Am I going up or down? As
Up
she
and
leaves the
down, up
room.
and down,
I've
up and down.
got a lot of tokens to place.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
They're arranged quite nicely, though.
Yeah, I didn't do badly, did I?
Oh, there we go.
That was much better than I anticipated it would. So, send me a reference picture at some point in the future. But Trix is currently dressed as a cabin boy. Elias kind of already gives off that vibe anyway, so it's not really a stretch for him.
I am sending a picture to Aina now for her to confirm or deny.
Oh, wait. That actually looks a bit cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I actually like that, and it fits because she has one green and one blue eye. And he has blue eyes. No, I can actually use this picture.
I shall send it to Alex then.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, and it kind of fits her as well. She's blonde and short now.
I mean, you've always been short, but
Elias is still styling the purple hair, so he's fine.
mm-hmm. Oh,
Trix will, as she goes out of the room, try and locate Elias. Trix cabin boy.
yeah.
Indeed.
You,
Elias. Elias, how do I look? And she like have some panic in her eyes because there's a lot of other people around her.
know what? Let's let's take this because I assume you cast disguise self right now.
Well, not really. She would probably cast disguise self to disguise her eyes because she has very distinctive eyes. Being
Of
heterochromia. So
yeah.
she would have just changed her eyes to become both blue, like the picture.
Okay, because I haven't had the time to style you yet.
No, well, she would have the hat on from the token picture. She will have that on, so like the hair will be laying flat underneath there. But instead of like the usual clothes she's having and the blue and green eyes, she now has just blue eyes and
Okay.
boys clothing.
Oh, let's go back to my room after breakfast, and I'll help you with the hair.
Oh, well, thank you. The captain gave me some hair thing. I was going to ask you to help me.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
and I have
And she will now like lean into his ear and whisper.
and I really don't know what to call myself, so maybe just call me T. I think it's easier for all of us to just call me T.
T boy, T man, T dog.
Yeah,
Humanity.
yeah, T dog. I like that.
The
I'm
T.
T. I'm T dog.
Yeah, come along, T dog. Let's sit down, and he will just scoot behind the captain and sit between the gunner.
And the captain.
And
Seems appropriate
and
that Trix is next to One-Eyed Peg-Leg Bill.
yeah,
I'm gonna
I
be
was
honest.
gonna say naturally Trix is going to sit down next to One-Eyed Peg-Legged Bill.
Yeah,
Hi, Bill.
seems appropriate.
It's me. It's me, T. Can I sit here?
You're looking at. Absolutely. As you look down, the table is filled with a myriad of different things. There seems to be a large amount. There's some strange yellow fruits once more. There's some pickled things. There's some pancakes. There's strangely some donuts and some waffles. Anything that can be made with pancake batter is currently on the table. Waffles, crepes, dough balls, literally everything.
With a high enough
It all tastes the same.
Yeah, they all literally taste the same. It just tastes like sugar at this point. And some bacon and some eggs.
With a high enough passive perception, I say this because there's a lot of like other crew members here. With a high enough passive perception, I just assume the closest one can just hear Trix go, pancakes underneath her breath.
Yeah. The first mate will then raise her glass. As be the tradition on this voyage. She speaks in a beautiful way. I can't quite mimic it right now because my voice is still fucked. As be the tradition in this voyage, it's time to toast the captain and the crew. All please charge your glasses and join us in a toast. You hear a grumble and some cheers and some clinking of glasses. Noticing your glass is empty, the gunner and the captain will happily fill them with rum. Just straight rum.
I don't have rum.
Trix looks into her glass and then just side eyes Elias.
And Elias sees this and just...
Trix will smile.
I buy you. I buy your drink is empty, and he'll. I've got to try and remember these voices. And the gunner will fill your glass once more. Can't have that for the toast.
Thank you.
He will fill your glass again. Elias is going to be pissed by the end of breakfast, isn't he?
Hey, I am resistant to poison.
Not that resistant.
So is Trix. Trix is also resistant to poison. But yeah, no, Trix will like eye the glass and have like a glee on her face because this is the first time she's actually allowed to drink rum. And I think she has tasted it once, and she didn't enjoy it, but she didn't hate it either. So she's like not gonna chug the cup, but like she's gonna start drinking, and she's gonna try the best to her abilities to pretend that this ain't one of the first times she's done this.
People in the wrong place. Sorry, that's the first mate here. The first mate, just to remind you again, will stand up in. As she does so, Elias will hear a click of heels.
And he will make a mental note.
And she will raise a glass to the captain and a fine voyage. And you will hear, here, I hear.
To the captain.
Aye.
Trix and Elias, Constitution saving throws now before you take your second sip. Or second gulp. Elias just down. No, Elias does not get
advantage for being resistant.
No, you were just. You will, Trix. Elias won't because he just downed the whole glass.
I didn't down. I took a small sip.
No,
you didn't say that.
Though,
it's not natural to just down anything again.
Well, you did it, and then basically proffered asking for more. You asked for more practically at that point. I just presumed you drank it all.
You gave me more.
Oh, okay.
I never asked for more.
See, this is what it's like drinking with me.
I actually don't need an advantage anyway because Trix has constant advantage to Constitution.
Elias, oh my.
It's early in the morning.
It's early in the morning. Elias is not ready for this. But Elias has... I'm going to say Elias has probably drunk before. We've had this discussion.
I assume so.
He's lived with Vegan. He's drunk.
Okay, it's 12. It's slightly better.
I assume though that like it's probably a bit stronger, seen as it's pirate's rum, than what he's used to. But he still can like pass by.
Well, we both know that rum to a child's palate is not a pleasant thing. So
it's
now.
How much rum did you have as a child?
Really, what the answer?
There was very limited amounts of rum. in my
Well, true.
childhood.
There wasn't not a
Not
limited
I,
amount of anything in my childhood that was alcoholic, so no. Bad question to ask.
I actually have a point here for tricks when it comes to rum,
Oh
and
god.
it's the fact that rum is usually sweet to the taste, like for being a hard liquor. And
To adults,
Trix
yes.
is a
To
sweet.
children, no.
Yeah, but as
It
she
just
gets
tastes
used
strong.
to the strongness of the rum, I assume that rum is going to be Trix's go-to drink.
Eventually
just
it will be,
because
but
it's
at this
sweet.
moment in time,
Yeah,
no.
it's an acquired thing, yeah, for the
I
child.
I think Elias would be more akin to whiskey than rum. He doesn't like it sweet.
No, Elias is more used to absinthe.
Oh god.
Because his mother was a whore.
I mean, yes, but
No, gin. Gin!
gin, that's more like it.
Mother's
Yeah,
brew.
because I was gonna state here and say that my mom's favorite drink was sambuca, and I fucking hate that shit.
Oh, Sambuca makes me be way too
Yeah.
honest. I don't like it.
But yeah,
Sambuca.
gin. So, but
Yeah.
either way is quite unpleasant to you. Elias, do you have a strange sort of fuzzy feeling, and the world is oddly not where it should be? You're fine, but it's just something feels off.
I blame it on the sea.
I blame it on the sea.
Mm. The sea did this to me. I blame it on
Will
the
thi-
sea.
Will this mean that Trix, after having a couple of sips, will just feel happy?
Yeah. Trick.
So-
No,
She'll
no, no.
never feel happiness
I
again.
never thought I'd have to ask this question this early. Is Trix a happy drunk or or an angry drunk, or whatever kind of drunk is Trix?
Okay. Here's the thing: adult Trix hasn't been drunk. I don't think I've ever had to play Trix drunk.
No, you haven't.
So
You've been the
don't
ones who
know.
give people drink.
Yeah,
This
so
is
I
your point
actually
to
don't
decide,
know.
or at least consider deciding.
Can I see how this breakfast goes first? And I'll
Absolutely.
decide.
Elias, same question. Or is
I
Elias a don't give a shit drunk?
He's a don't give shit sober.
Yeah, he's don't give a shit
No,
sober. Would he be the same drunk?
I think Elias would be a happy drunk. Well, it
I mean, he has
honestly
to
depends
find
on what
happiness
you
somewhere.
drink.
He has to find
It
happiness
depends on
somewhere.
what you drink.
I mean, the moment you're drinking rum,
I would say brown liquor and Sprite would make it right.
rum, liquor, and Sprite makes it right. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
This is Elias's line. Did you learn this from Lily? Jesus Christ. You didn't learn it from Jesus Christ, I'm telling you that now. Or Jesus,
I mean,
we're calling him.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Is everyone else has everyone else like started eating?
Yeah, everyone. After cheersing, yeah, everyone else will start eating. The captain
Trix will
captain
start
is the only
smiling.
person who will very sensibly sit there, apart from the first mate. There's actually a very swift divide as to how people behave. Some of them are very dainty and sort of proper and are eating with cutlery and being pleasant about it. Some of them are literally grabbing massive pieces of meat and just honking it down. Copperpot doesn't seem to be eating anything, but just smoking a pipe.
I am
Okay, so
immediately suspicious.
yeah,
Doesn't just...
I
Wow,
get Malik vibes.
Wow. I love that I say that somebody doesn't particularly eat, you go vampire instantly.
You stop having vampire-esque
I literally said
features.
he's not eating, he's smoking a pipe. What about that state's vampire openly? I'm sorry.
He doesn't eat and look pale and grey in his picture.
He's fucking old!
Which means he should have had plenty of time to get hungry.
Exactly. Well,
Am I ever
Trix
going to
will.
find a character you don't think is a vampire, undead, or something else at this point? Am I ever going to get away with this?
No.
But I can't confirm because I'm not allergic to undead.
I love how paranoid I've made you.
Yet.
Yeah. Wait, don't make me allergic to undead here as well.
This is why Elias couldn't deal with me. He just hid himself in a box because there were too many undead.
No,
Oh,
Elias is gonna
completely
develop an allergy towards Trix. Like every time Trix is
I mean, he already has.
within a 1 mile radius, Elias starts sneezing.
Mhm.
I smell brimstone and hypocrisy. Shit!
It's
the witch!
She's found me!
She's back again!
She's found
The
me!
witch!
She found me!
Witch? No, I mean the bitch. It's the witch bitch. She found me. Smoke bomb away.
Trix just sees smoke coming up from the distance.
No,
I wonder who's smoking
Trix
about fire.
Trix sees a smoke bomb hit a dead square in the face.
Well, as the others have started eating, Trix will pile up as much pancake on her plate before it gets empty. And she will eat an abnormally amount of pancakes for her size.
The pile of pancakes is taller than Trix, so that's not a problem.
Nice. She will eat. How much pancakes can Trix eat?
Waist height?
I think she can eat a decent amount of pancakes.
What is Elias
She has-
eating? There's bacon.
It's like a dessert stomach. She has her own pancake stomach. She can like eat an obscenely amount of pancakes, like
Has a
to the point
pancake
where
stomach.
people start questioning her.
Lars is a dainty eater, so he wouldn't eat a
He's
lot.
he's a pal. He's a dainty eater. He's a...
I know.
That was my thought as well. Yeah.
Is he a diet lover too?
No, he's not. He's not a diet lover yet. He's just a dainty eater, and feeds mostly on baked berries for his sanity.
No, and no eggs. How about some honey?
Oh, honey too sweet. Honey too sweet.
While Trix has the gluttony trait.
The sadist.
Let us say this. That's right.
Inappropriate.
I will mostly eat fruits and if there is jerky.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like jerky and bacon and things like that.
Mm.
There's wild boar jerky if you want to go specially out.
Oh, don't threaten me with such exotic items.
Yeah, you're a freaking orphan child. This is exotic to you. We have food. Wow.
Wow.
We
I don't have to eat moldy bread found in a dumpster. Wow.
I don't have to show my mother's clients in to get fed. The hell?
Can I get butter on my toast? What?
Absolutely.
What is this butter? Why is it so greasy? I don't like it.
It's probably very weird to Elias because he's actually eating
I
good
don't-
food for
yeah.
once.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna state, I don't think Elias likes butter.
No.
He strikes me as a no butter guy.
What do you think my answer is on that one?
What?
You don't like butter.
What?
No, I don't. I hate it. It's disgusting and greasy and tastes like rotten milk.
It is milk.
Yeah. That's what it
It
tastes like.
should taste like somewhat like milk.
I don't like milk.
Oh God, milk is the best. Milk is great. Then again, I grew up with goat's milk directly from the others, so I might be a special case.
Why do I see Lars now as a child in shorts, laying under a goat, sucking on a teat?
No,
Why is that the image that entered my head? Why was he wearing lederhosen? I don't know why he's wearing lederhosen in the image.
I didn't have a lederhosen. I had shorts, sure. But it
I
was
can
like
actually back the fact that he doesn't have a lederhosen because I think I would have remembered that.
yeah.
It's
But
the image that I saw. I don't know why. It's like the lonely
But my-
goat herd.
my brother did like milk. Yeah, so like the milk stream was faced directly to me, and I was just
But that is normal though when you have like
it's
either goats or
normal
cows.
for a farmer's boy.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is.
My image went just so much further. And I don't know why.
But yes. Breakfast. Is it tasty and are people happy?
Absolutely, everyone is
They're all
utterly
sad.
delighted. The sea is very calm, and there are some storm birds flying above. But apart from that, the sea is incredibly calm, and everyone seems to be getting along. However, it is worth knowing. Can I please have a insight roll from the pair of you?
Zaitu
11.
16.
Worth knowing, the rest of the crew do seem to sort of give the deckhands a certain amount of distance.
Side eye.
Yeah, they're not engaging with them quite as much as the rest of the crew.
All the deckhands, or just a few of them?
All of the deckhands. As in, they're not part of the crew as such, so they're not treating them as well as the rest of them, who they treat seem... To you, it would seem... Well, Elias doesn't know what this feels like. To Trix, it seems like a family.
Why, thank you. I don't know what a family feels like.
I mean, your
That's not sad.
your closest judgment of family is Vagan and his band of thieves and reprobates.
I love the Golden Boys, as they have been called.
That's what your idea of a family is.
Not
Let's be honest,
bad
it's a
family.
crime syndicate.
Crime syndicate can be a family. A pirate.
If you call it a mafia.
Pirates are essentially a crime syndicate, and these are apparently working as a family.
Pirates are not the mafia. I'd like to openly state this. There
They
is a proportionate difference.
no, they not as subtle.
No, pirates will literally blast through your wall to get your shit. The mafia will try and buy it.
Yeah.
With pressure.
During
yeah.
during the breakfast, she will have some tentative sips from the rum to not like stand out, because she's like in the I'm not gonna stand out mood, so she's like doing what
Trying to blend
the others
in.
are doing. Well, yeah, she's trying to blend in by actually drinking rum.
Elias,
But like
how's
in
your
small
drinking
sips.
capacity?
I will take like small sip and be very careful that this fucker doesn't fill up my glass again.
Oh, then I want some perception rolls.
Perception?
And from Trix as well. You are sitting next to
It's a
Copperpot.
22.
18.
I'll deal with Trix first. Every now and again, you notice that Copperpot fills your glass with what isn't rum. It's clearly some form of cloudy apple juice to try and dilute down what you're drinking. However, on Elias's side, the killer is clearly a man that likes his drink. And will very assiduously, every now and then, from nowhere you can possibly imagine, this man is clearly quite good with his hands, produce a small shot glass and try and tip it into Elias's glass of rum.
I will side eye him
You,
because
as you do that, he will put his arm around you, this big, burly, bronze freaking dragonborn. Gotta help you keep your drink, lads. Be part of the family, go on. As he does it, he's gonna try and slip a shot into your glass.
It's early, and I have a
It's
lot
never
of
too
things
early
to
for
see.
rum. You
I
can
have a
sweep
lot
the
of
deck on
things
this.
to see.
You can sleep it drunk. Wouldn't be the
Can I
first time.
see
I
that
mean,
this? Can I see that this thing is happening?
You can see that the gunner is.
you have
He's not doing
eyes.
this in a nasty way. He's doing it in like a really nice kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
trying to take
Yeah,
care of you.
But
Kind of.
can
friendly.
I?
Yeah, this is
Can
the
I?
gunner.
Can I like see that Elias is like not wanting him, obviously,
I
to?
don't know. Is Elias showing that he doesn't want to, or does Elias not want to? I don't know.
I'm not. I am taking the gesture of goodwill, and I'm not creating a commotion about it. But he seems like a little displeased, but not like this. I hate this. It's
It's
just
like
like,
peer pressure.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like he's gonna fold into the peer pressure for the moment because he doesn't want to be thrown into the sea for being rude.
Trix is going to see that like he, yeah. So she's gonna wait, or not wait, but like her drink is probably diluted and full of apple juice now. So she's gonna take her drink and like like place it in her lap, like, or seemingly place it in her lap underneath the table, and she's gonna mage hand underneath the table the glass towards Elias's knee, and like nudge his knee with the cup and the mage hand,
Uh huh.
and hope that he takes the hint, because if he looks down he will see that it's not rum in this drink, or not only rum in this drink anymore.
Elias will look over to you and he will shake his head because he has a feeling that this is a bad idea.
The captain will notice this, and I want to know how this goes because I have the captain's stats.
He
Captain
starts
is the only member of
fighting.
the crew that I have the stats for. The captain will pull out a small knife from his wrist. A small knife will flick up from his wrist,
That seems excessive.
and he will stab the bottom of Elias's tankard.
The one that's by my knee?
The one that's got the rum in it.
Oh.
The one will steadily but very quietly trickle out of your glass.
And
Does it-
into the one that's below.
Yep, exactly what happens.
Because because what Trix is going to do, like when she like sees that Elias is shaking his head, like
I had every intention of doing this before Trix did this. I would like to say that the captain
Yeah,
is trying to help you out here.
yeah, because like Trix is going to take her drink back now, obviously filled with more rum, but she doesn't know that. But she was like hoping. I'm gonna say this now. She was hoping that Elias took the hint to switch the cups, since her was obviously diluted.
He didn't want to
I mean,
upset
Now
you.
she
I
has
did
to.
take the hint, but I didn't. But I am fairly certain that this guy would have noticed if I suddenly had apple juice.
I didn't want to upset Big Dragonborn Daddy. That's what Elias is telling me.
Well, and now you have neither, because now your rum is gone. And
It's
Trix
not
has her
gone.
drink back.
It's
Well,
just in another glass.
It's just slowly
it's just
dribbling out.
but she
And
will eventually take her mage hand back and grab that
and
for a
I
drink.
will take the tankard with a hole in it, and I will just lightly put my finger where the hole is. So now I'm holding it very awkwardly, like this, and just
Every now and then,
making
some
it.
rum falls down your arm.
It just
Dribbles down.
slowly dribbles down.
Yes.
Um, and it takes the small sips of this.
Yeah, the Dragonborn will grab you again. Hey, it's running low, my lad. Have some more, and he'll grab another flask.
I mean, then he will eat like a grape and just. Does this? Do you guys always eat like this? Is this a common thing that happens, or is this just for a new voyage type of toast?
And we gotta keep the toast for the voyage, haven't we?
I don't know.
We have indeed. I realise I am missing a member of the crew. But that works in my favour. Elias, you will hear a set of steps behind you.
I will turn around.
As you do,
Turn around.
every now and then I get a little bit clearer.
Turn around.
Oh, I don't. That's the wrong fucking colour. Why is it the wrong colour? I blame Ina.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know what
I
color
am the
it's
odd.
supposed to be.
I am the odd color one out here. It's not my fault you gave me yellow.
It was intentional. No, it wasn't intentional on yellow on that one actually. You were meant to have a normal colour one. Yellow is the ship. The bottles are not hitting the floor. No. A step behind you. As you look up, you will see quite an attractive woman to Elias, probably, depending on his proclivities. And she will look over you. Captain, we have a heading of east northeast. Stormy seas ahead.
So I will basically look up like this at her.
This one's had enough rum, Garrick. And she will look at him judgingly. You do this every time we get a new crew member.
Is that why there's not that many crew members?
I mean, 3 have died of alcohol poisoning in the last year.
I mean, they seem to be weak.
Haven't they, Garrick? He'll go, it's not my fault they died. They're weak, puny little people. I gave them rum, they couldn't take it. This one can take it, can't you? You can take anything I want to give you, can't you, boy?
That depends on what you're giving me.
Rum, lad, rum!
I can take rum.
Captain will look down at you.
Tricks.
Now, I think he'll look at you.
I did for a second hear, run, lad, run.
He'll look down at you. Garrick, he's had enough. I can! Water for the lad! And he will begin pouring you, like, jugs and jugs of water.
Trix will lean over to one-eyed, peg-legged Bill.
At which
You
point
know,
the
I think
navigator will move up to the top of the deck once more.
You know, Bill, I think I'm gonna sit next to you for every meal we have together.
Worth knowing, he smells like sugar, flour, and cinnamon at all times.
Yeah, Trix likes that.
Yeah.
Trix likes one-eyed, peg-legged Bill.
Because he makes pancakes.
He's also the only crew member I know the name of from the top of my head, which says a lot about me and Trix.
It really does. You will get to know the crew members. I mean, there's a lot of them, I'm going to be honest.
I
Yeah.
assume so. And
This is worse than Spelljammer.
She's gonna start sipping her not so diluted rum apple juice.
As you
again.
do so, you feel it's like, this is really burny apple juice at this point. It's Constitution safe.
She's gonna take a sip and taste that, like, this tastes more like rum now, and she's gonna eye the hole in the table to her, and she's gonna be like, oh, and she's gonna nudge Bill while she's holding her cup.
Yes, little one, what do you want?
And she's gonna gesture to the cup.
He will put an umbrella in it. Is that better?
Thank you.
Well,
Well, yeah, it actually is. I'd like.
He puts a little paper umbrella in it.
she's sipping again, but now more tentatively, because it doesn't taste.
He will look at you, noticing you're not quite happy with it. And put a straw in it. Oh, great! Yeah, drink alcohol through a straw. Great idea.
Hmm. That's how it gets you.
Well, tricks have gone from drinking straight rum to actually have a drink.
Got a
Like
cocktail
it's
now.
not a yeah, it's a cocktail now because she has to have an umbrella and a straw.
At this point, do you want to listen in on any conversations that the rest of the crew are having, or are you happy just having your interactions between your now almost familial crew member counterparts? I mean, Lars, I'm sorry you get the gutter. It just seemed appropriate.
I mean, I like the gunner.
Yeah, it gets you drunk. My aim is that you have like a relationship with most members of the crew, but I want you to like be attached to certain members of the crew more specifically.
Yes.
Because it makes sense that would be the way it shows.
I am curious about her, but I'm sitting too far away to listen in.
But
So I will
her
keep my
voice
attention
it's
to
very
this.
open and loud and sharp. She talks like this all of the time. It's very annoying. The entire crew can hear every fucking word she says because it's so high pitched. I broke Lars. I
But
took
I
this
will
out way
keep
too
my,
easy. I'm disappointed in myself.
I will keep my attention to this side of the table for now.
I'm making sure that there's no more rum in your glass.
I mean, apparently now there's gallons upon gallons of water.
Every time your glass is empty, he will fill it with more water. And every now and again, he will look behind him to see if Navigator Kalara is there.
It's fine. I appreciate the gesture. It's just I'm slightly new, and I'm 9 years old.
Good time to start drinking.
I
Yeah,
mean,
have
you're
some,
not wrong.
have some bacon. The fat lines the stomach. Here, and it was just start handing you large, like amounts of rashers of bacon.
I will take a few strips.
Oh no, he's handing you like 20.
I will take a few of them.
You will happily,
I'm still a dainty eater.
you will happily just gobble down the rest of them.
Trix will try to listen in on like she will focus mainly on this side because even though some here probably have like a high pitched voice, like it's still a lot of people talking. Yeah, like it's still a lot of people. Like she will try to listen if there's like anyone here that finds it weird that her and Elias is here. And also like try and focus more on her because she's been warned about the deckhands, and she is one of the deckhands, and she's the closest one.
She hasn't been warned, but she's been
Like
told about the deckhand. She hasn't been warned. The only person that's been warned is Elias.
yeah, well, not one, but like she's been like
Told
there is some new faces here. But she also will like try to see if anyone else like mentions or whispers about her and Elias.
nice investigation.
But I can do that. Probably not.
Really, the only person you're paying any attention to is the captain and one-eyed peg-leg Bill.
Yeah.
Who is missing one of his names. I know he hasn't lost the arm yet. His ending name is one-eyed, one-legged. No, it's one-eyed, one-legged peg-leg Bill. Is his final ending name, if I remember correctly? It is one-eyed, one-armed peg-leg Bill, isn't it? In the end.
One-eyed, one-armed, peg-legged Bill.
Yeah, that's his ending one. So he's let you use the leg, the arm. Sorry.
Yes.
But yeah, she's gonna like try and listen in to see if any, but she won't be the first to rise, because that's rude.
Yeah.
So she will like sit here, and even after finishing her pancakes, she will like listen in here and there, maybe listening to what the captain and who he's talking to, but like just general.
The
She will
captain
not say
doesn't seem
much.
to be talking to anyone. He seems to be just listening, almost deliberately.
Yeah, but Trix will kind of do the same. She won't be initiating talk unless talked to.
Don't talk unless talked to.
He will look.
Unless it's one-eyed peg-legged Bill, because
Bill will look at you and say, "If you're trying to pass, you're too polite for a pirate, lass. That and your friend over there, he may be drinking, but maybe up the piracy a tad."
I
But
I used to the underground. I need to
I'm used
get
to
to
it.
know this better.
Underground. Elias is still very drunk. Is worth knowing.
I am not a pirate yet, but I shall become one. Yarr.
well, in my defense though, I have lived a small portion where he's from, but I'm used to like silver cutlery. You know where your daughter works, don't you?
and she's talking to one-eyed peg-legged
I,
Bill.
I had not spoken to my daughter in many a year. She left me when my whore of a wife died. But we've spoken through letters every now and then, but I'm glad she's doing well among the Fauntleroys and the fucked up rich bastards. Sorry, no
Yeah.
offense. Love
No,
them
no
really.
offense taken. But no offense taken. But you see, my point is, I don't know how to, R.
And I had R. Well, it comes in the back of the throat, lass. Ah! R! Else I'll give you R-ing lessons.
R.
And Master Gunner Garrick will start doing the same. Lad, it's not YAR, it's ARG!
Arr, arr, arr.
Do you struggle with the GAR? Our surgeon here is a great linguistic therapist. Aren't you, Elwyn? But delightfully, yes, I am a linguistic therapist, but I'm afraid that pirate is not a language, my dear boy. Ire it be! Oh, heavens above. I give up trying.
Well,
Wait.
I will take your mannerisms as it comes.
Aye, you will, lad. Aye. How about an eye, lads? How are we doing with an eye?
Aye.
A bit too harsh, lads, but we're getting there. More rum for the lads. He notices that Navigator Clara is nowhere around for a second. More rum for the lad. Just
There's still like a hole in my cup.
hey, we can't have a hole in your cup. And at which point the captain will look at you in dismay that you have just pointed out the fact that there is a hole in your cup. When he desperately tried to help you without anyone noticing. Hey, we can't have that, lad! And he'll pull another tankard from the table and hand it to you. And throw the other tankard overboard. Can't have a holy tankard aboard this vessel! Oh no.
And as I try to grab it, I will just fumble it because I'm clearly a little bit intoxicated.
Yes, we're blaming his drink.
I was going to say though, even if it was a good roll, you should have rolled it with an disadvantage because you're drunk.
No, I did.
That's
Trying to
something
take
you
it. I'm trying to take it, and I was trying to do something else. But since I rolled this bad, I'm just gonna try to take, and it drops out of my hand, and I'm just sorry. I didn't mean to. Let me clean this, and I will take up a broom and a cloth, and I will scrub the deck.
Hey, lad, not now, and he'll push the... We'll be having breakfast! It'll not be time for cleaning, that be later. The alcohol will ready the wood. I mean, the water will ready the wood for us. No alcohol going into the child. Promise! And he'll shout backwards to Clara.
Trix is just sitting there, just sipping her drink. Well, I probably need to roll because the soup.
Oh,
is so
yes. You do.
good. Because this drink has actually started to taste good due to the apple juice.
Apple juice and rum, really nice.
I am going to ask her. I have a constant advantage on Constitution.
Yeah, I know.
So I still roll with an advantage.
No, you're intoxicated. No, you're not
So
intoxicated.
then
You're not intoxicated. Yes, you have advantage. You're actually not intoxicated.
Yeah, because I rolled
Yes.
both. Yes. She's holding the liquor really
Trick is really holding the liquor better than Elias at this point.
I mean, I don't have bullshit constitution advantage.
I don't know why I have Constitution. I have advantage on
Because you're a
Constitution.
name.
Oh,
I
that's
think it's because
weird.
I think it's because you're a rock gnome, right?
It has to be.
I think it's because of that.
At which point it seems prudent to stop session there, and we will continue and end breakfast next session.
Late
Sounds